Today, on the Comic Book Report, I'll be doing an unboxing of Silver Surfer Freedom, Volume 3, the Epic Collection. Stick around and check it out. Hello from the spaceways. My name is Dominic and you are watching the Comic Book Report, where we review comic books and graphic novels so you can get an idea of what to read. As I mentioned, today I'll be doing an unboxing of the Silver Surfer Freedom Epic Collection from Marvel Comics. But before we dive in, I'm going to go ahead and issue a general spoiler warning. While I haven't read this collection and cannot really go over plot details, I will be flipping through the book. So if that bothers you, you've been warned. Now, let's get to that unboxing. Alright, and here's the box itself. It just came in the mail a few hours ago. I went ahead and bought a new copy from a seller on eBay. I shopped around a little bit for this volume, and that was definitely the best price. Alright, and here it is, the collection itself, Silver Surfer Freedom. For those that don't know, Marvel's Epic Collections are a line of comics from Marvel that each contain roughly 20 issues in full color. These standard size collections are a great way to bone up on some of Marvel's history without breaking the bank too much. An interesting note about these Marvel Epic Collections is that they print them out of order, which means you won't necessarily get a Volume 1, followed by a Volume 2, and Volume 3, etc. You might get Volume 19, or 5, or 7, etc. That being said, this Epic Collection is Volume 3. And if you didn't catch it earlier, this collection collects Silver Surfer number 1 from 1982, as well as Silver Surfer beginning in 1987 with issues 1 through 14, as well as Supervillain Classics number 1, Epic Illustrated number 1, and Marvel Fanfare number 51. Now, as I flip through the collection here, I thought I'd provide a little bit of context of my relationship with the Silver Surfer. Personally, I don't know a ton about him. I've seen him in the movie, I've seen him in animated shows, and I've seen him passingly in a lot of comics I've read, in team-ups or as cameo appearances, or as a little bit of a bigger influence in things like the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. And of course, I've read some of his earliest appearances in my Fantastic Four omnibus, but I've never really read a lot of his solo issues, his solo series, his solo adventures. And I just thought Epic Collections would be a great place to start. Something interesting with the Silver Surfer Epic Collections, Volume 1, which has been released, contains a lot of his first appearances in things like Fantastic Four and some other series like that. But I wanted his first solo series, and I didn't see that in an Epic Collection released quite yet. So the next logical step was this Volume 3, which included the one-shot 1982 Silver Surfer issue, which is considered Volume 2 of Silver Surfer, as well as the first 14 issues of his 1987 series, which is considered Volume 3 in the Silver Surfer runs. Any collector of these Epic Collections know that not all Epic Collections are created equal. Some don't really have great issues, some have all winners, most have kind of some hits and misses. I think more than that though, some of the print quality can vary pretty substantially between the different Epic Collections. While this is certainly a very well made collection that I have in my hands here, the paper quality is closer to a newspaper print rather than a full gloss kind of paper. The paper stock is still good, it's not like I can see through it or that I'm worried about it tearing too easily, but I usually enjoy a little bit more gloss in my collections. That being said, I know many people that do enjoy the more newspaper-style comic printings that feel a little bit more like the real issues when they first came out. I just wanted to go ahead and raise awareness about this printing for those that are interested in collecting, so they know what they're going to get. At first look, though, it's so hard to complain about this collection. It's a hefty volume that has something like 488 pages. And I, for one, can't wait to dive in. And while you guys are all listening, I suppose it's confession time. I have never been a fan of space or cosmic level comic threats. The Marvel Universe has such great space cosmic level characters like the Silver Surfer or the Guardians of the Galaxy. But to me, I've always preferred more street teams, like my favorite Daredevil or Spider-Man. But lately, I felt the need to kind of broaden my horizons, comically. And I always thought that the Silver Surfer was just kind of captivating. And, frankly, I'm eager to jump in and see what his solo series is all about. If you're a fan of the Silver Surfer, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the character in the comments below. And if you think this collection looks good, let me know if you'd like to see a full review once I finish the collection for myself. So far, I am unbelievably impressed with some of the pencil work we see in this volume, from pencilers like John Buscema and John Byrne, Marshall Rogers, Joe Staton, and Jack Kirby. With many of the stories written by Stan Lee, John Byrne, and Steve Englehart, it's going to be hard to miss when a collection has creatives like this. And I've heard that Jim Starlin's run is one of the most definitive runs of the character. But that being said, I'm so excited to see what this volume has to offer. And with that, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing of Silver Surfer Freedom, the Epic Collection from Marvel Comics. And as always, this has been the Comic Book Report, where we review comic books and graphic novels so you can get an idea of what to read. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. We post new video reviews every Wednesday, along with some bonus videos here and there, like this one. Or feel free to watch some of my other popular content. Until next time, have a great day.